Okay, so now that you've filled that out and you should have come up with a few different ideas for each box, for each sense, and you've made sure that you've showed that description, not just told the reader what's there. You've actually showed it through your descriptive language and by describing each thing specifically. Once you've done that, we're actually going to have a go at writing a little paragraph description to go with the image. So I've done on the back of the sheet that from your learning materials folder, I've written some examples of descriptive paragraphs for other things that you can have a look at. Well, we're going to have a go at writing one together now. So what I might do is I might look at my boxes and I might pick my favorite one or two from each box to include into my description. So we used the vines, we did the vines, we did the gust of wind, we talked about the smells and the taste and the feel, things that we could feel. So I'm going to choose one from each and I'm going to create a paragraph on my whiteboard here. And I'm going to use the exact things that I wrote down here and mush them together, squish them together into a beautiful, descriptive, vivid paragraph. Okay, so, but I want it to read like a story because that's what I'm doing. So I'm not just going to write green vines wrapping around a couch because that's not telling a story. So I've got to tell it as though the character is telling it. So I might start with I crept into the old house. So that's how I'm going to start off my story. You might like to add in an adverb here. Think about, I've written, I crept into the old house. What word could I add there to make it even more descriptive? I crept nervously. I crept slowly. I crept cautiously. I'm going to add that in. Okay, and now I'm going to start on my descriptions. So I'm going to choose one from C. Okay, so I have written so far, I crept cautiously into the old house. The first thing I noticed was a vivid green vine choking a dull old lounge. It was the only colour in the room. So I have described what I could see. I haven't said, I walked into the house, there was a vine. Or there was a vine growing. I've made it more descriptive. I've explained that right now the reader can picture this dark, dull room with the only colour in the whole room being this green vine. And that green vine is choking, it's wrapped itself around a lounge, an old, dull lounge. Okay, I might choose here. I'm going to choose sound next. So I'm going to add that in here. stick. Okay, I've added, I began to shiver as each gust of wind howled like a wolf. So I've got what I can see, I've got what I can hear. Now, I'm going to add in just one more sense. I would love to see you add in every single sense, even one or two for some of them. But because I'm going to run out of space on my little mini whiteboard here, I'm just going to add one more in, and then hopefully you've gotten enough of the idea to have a go yourself. So I'm going to add in, I'm going to do taste, because I think taste can bring a really nice picture and really nice imagery into a descriptive piece of writing. So. Changed my mind of what I want to write for this sentence. And without knowing, I've added touch, I've added feel into it. So I've added sweat rolls slowly down my cheek. So that's what I can feel. I can feel the sweat slowly rolling down my cheek. You might add in there, because I didn't even notice that I was doing that, but now that I've noticed, I might want to make that more vivid and more descriptive. So sweat, I might write sweat tickles as it, so sweat tickles as it slowly rolls, slowly down my cheek and into my mouth. I gulp down the salty taste of fear. Okay, so that is a show, don't tell paragraph. I know that if I was to not show somebody this picture and read them that passage, they'd get a good understanding of the setting of the story or whatever it is that I'm describing. So I can't wait. Have a go at doing that yourself. Remember, when you're doing your paragraph, you're not doing that from scratch. That's what this is for. You've got all of your descriptions there written down for you in all your boxes, and all you've got to do is put them together nicely like a story. I can't wait to read your creative responses, and don't forget that there's some examples as well that I've included for other show don't tells, not for this image, on the back that you can have a little look at as well. Good luck, guys.